After the great way that the Radian carried that Insta360 ONE R the other day, I wanted to give it another try, but since it's a 360-degree camera, it doesn't really need a panning camera mount, so I pulled my little homemade panning camera mount off out of the cockpit of this thing, and that allowed me to put on a factory nose cover again to make it a little bit more aerodynamic and sleeker. And then I figured out a way to mount the camera directly over the wing on top of the fuselage. I didn't want to cut into the foam there because that's the weakest area of the plane. That one thin area of foam is taking the entire load of the airplane when it's up in the air. So, and I've already reinforced it with a little piece of carbon fiber in there because it was getting a little bit soft. The foam was starting to soften up some. But anyway, I managed to hack together a little bitty temporary mount and stuck it on there, and it went on great without even any glue. I just had to tape it on. So that put the camera right over the center of gravity, which meant I didn't need to have any tail weight on there, about an ounce of tail weight that I had on there to counter the heavy camera up front, in front of the wing. So, and then that, along with the panning camera mount, I probably dropped about 2 ounces off of this plane. So I figured that would make it float a little bit better. I couldn't really tell that it flew that much better. There was a pretty stiff breeze coming out of the east today, which is kind of unusual for this place, this area. Coming right across the river, right over the park, and I could nose into it and pretty much just kind of tread water. But it required power on for most of the time. I could find no thermals anywhere to get any kind of lift, so it was all powered lift. So really it was better on this flight just to kind of put it on moderate throttle and just kind of let it coast around. I could go back and forth along this driveway or the walkway down there and practically slope soar on the wind coming across the river. So it was a nice day, but I was using a lot more battery than normal, especially for this sailplane. I've seen guys fly these things for an hour and a half on a single 2200 milliamp hour battery. But my normal flights are like 15 to 20 minutes with it, and I usually come back with about 60% or 70% of the battery. But this was a much shorter flight, and since I had to power on most all the time, I ended up with about 45% battery charge left on it. So it wasn't a day to go out there and sail, so to speak. But anyway, the plane flew great with it. It was balanced perfect. So there are no complaints there, and I don't, as long as I run that camera on there, I won't need that panning camera mount. But it slaps back on real easy, so if I need to use it on a smaller camera. So I was glad to see it worked okay.
Long time ago, it feels like a dream. Long time ago, hear my memories scream. You loved me so. Long time ago, I keep a photograph of you from that time. It never ages, it's never cold or unkind. It's hard to remember when I called you mine. You can tell yourself something, but it may not be true. yourself something all day and night through. But you know when you're lying, and I know it too. Cars passing by on this busy street, faces inside them, bitter and sweet. I wonder about you, glorious in defeat. Once there was a future, now there is a past. Once there was a future that we couldn't make last. When you least expected,